first started experiencing the symptoms, I really didn't even notice it myself. It was actually somebody who pointed out the fact of me using my hands to push myself up from a seat. Then I started noticing it was more and more difficult for me to get up to walk up a flight of stairs. So when I first went to see a doctor, they told me, well, there's nothing going on with you. Everything seems fine. Just go to the gym and work out and you should be fine. When my daughter was first born, we were living in a basement apartment, and it got to the point where I couldn't hold her and walk up the stairs without having some sort of assistance. So then that's when I started becoming more and more aggressive as far as trying to find out what was going on with me. Finally, a neurologist called me and he said, I finally figured out what it is. You have Pompe. He didn't know too much about what Pompe was, so a lot of what I had to find out was all going on Google. I made a phone call to all my family members and told them that we finally figured out what has been going on with me. So I kind of strongly suggested that everybody go get tested and find out whether or not they have Pompe.
The day my brother called me was very shocking. He told me that I should be checked myself. So we had blood tests and they said that I had it. It was very scary to know that I had it and that it could possibly get worse.
The first thing that pops up on Google is you'll be dead in 3 years. So that didn't exactly make me feel comfortable. My wife came across that same article. I looked over at the corner of my eye and found her crying. I just had to explain to her that I'm gonna fight it, and here it is 3 years later, I'm still doing good.
I've been having symptoms for a long time. I was always having problems walking. My doctors would tell me that my liver enzymes are very high, and we didn't know why. After 10 or 15 years, they're like, I think it's just you.
And come to find out that that's like one of the telltale signs of Pompe.
We've gotten a little bit closer because of this.
I didn't have other people to talk to about it at the beginning. I didn't know about some of these groups on Facebook. So she was my only partner to fight this disease with.
My husband was tested just to make sure that he was not a carrier, but my husband was cleared, so my children didn't have to be checked. My sister did not choose to get tested. My mom has not gotten tested as well.
I try to just let them know if the time ever comes that they change their mind, I'm here for them and we'll try to help steer their ship in the right direction.
Siblings definitely need to get checked because that, one, is your support system for each other, and two, you just want to make sure that everyone's taken care of the way they need to be taken care of. You want to know what you're going through. You want to be able to have a support system to help you through it.
I have a little saying, I have Pompe, Pompe doesn't have me. So I try to keep myself somewhat active. You just have to adapt. When I was going to school, they always used to say adapt and overcome. I'm bringing that onto this. If you're newly diagnosed and you have family, have them get tested. Don't wait. The earlier you test it, the better off it is.